Just-eat.ca, an online food ordering service in many Canadian cities, won Best Internship or Co-op Program at this year's Talentag National Campus Recruitment Excellence Awards. I spoke with Julien Ramond, Just Eat's former Director of Operations, to find out what makes the program stand out. Why does Just Eat find it important to focus on college and university students?
Well, for us, it's been very interesting because we've tried the traditional recruiting channels and they just don't work for us, right? I think we have a unique culture. We're young, we're hip, and I think we found that there is a set of expectations from the candidates we were meeting through the traditional channels that just wasn't a good match, right? Going to young graduate or students, we felt that the energy level, the appetite, the desire, and the lack of maybe perhaps pre-notion of what an employer should be really worked for us, right? So one of the first things we have on our Talentag page is no suits allowed. We just don't believe in it. That's just not who we are. And that resonates deeply with some of the young graduates or young students who just realize that that's just not who they want to be, right? So for us, it's been extremely successful and vibrant.
So what does your internship program look like?
We look at the criteria of success as, can we provide a great experience to the interns that come through the door? And I think that the answer is yes, right? Based on the feedback we receive, but also it's been an incredibly successful hiring ground for us. We've hired and retained over 80% of the interns that come through the door. And that the most positive thing is across all the functional areas. So we've had successful intern through the programs placed in operations, in marketing, in sales, and in finance. Right? And one of the first candidates through the internship program is now project manager in one of the senior roles in the company, which, after 2 years is pretty cool.
Do you have a curriculum?
We actually keep it very fluid, right? We want the successful candidate interns, and it's mostly based on skills, but also personality, right? To be an inherent part of that process. So they come with a blank, sort of estimate of what they want to do, expectation, and we offer rotation through the different functional areas. We offer different initiatives and projects, but we engage with these interns, say, how much do you want to contribute? What would you see yourself do? So for example, we had 3 of our interns run a sales conference, national sales conference in Niagara Falls. Big responsibilities, everybody said, you're crazy, right? We gave them a budget, we gave them a scope, and they did fantastic. Most successful sales conference across the 13 different countries Just Eat operated, right? And that's the kind of creativity that I think you can get through an internship program, that if we were to try to find, say, maybe a temporary assignment or a temporary worker for that duration, we would never get, because we trusted them and empowered them. So we try to do that with everybody. And most of the people we fit right in with tend to do that and have high energy, high independence and initiative. But those who don't, we help them along, right? So this is where the mentorship aspect comes into play. So if somebody's sort of stuck and say, I really don't know what I'd like to do, what I'd like to participate in, then we can explore.
How do you recruit your interns?
Through Talentag. Okay. I think Talentag has been the exclusive sort of portal we've had, and we had immense success recruiting those interns for. And what we've done is created a video on the portal itself that talk about the internship program and who we are, Just Eat. I think that's a big part of why it's successful. It's a very funny video, right? We show a little bit of more of the culture, and we try to answer some of the questions that young graduates sort of have before they enter the job market. And we're trying to position about, well, why don't you come try it? No suits allowed, but come try it. And again, it's worked extremely well.
I heard they use a blank reference letter in your internship. What is that?
What we do is every sort of intern begin with a blank reference letter, right? And we're going to help them build it, but the onus is on them to sort of create and write out the milestone and the achievements and accomplishments. So we empower them again to try to say, what do I want to make out of this internship program, right? And what I'm going to be proud of when it's completed and what I'm going to take away, right? By doing that, they are part of the process, right? And so obviously at the end, we sort of vet this through and we're saying, yeah, you've accomplished all of this. And I think most of the time we find that people in their own words tend to express much better, much more accurately, and with the right level of sentiment what we want to say about their performance. So we always add a little bit, and there's some flourishes that we can contribute, but the essence comes from them. So generally speaking, people are pretty proud of what they've accomplished, and they were a part of it every step out of the way.